Is it intimidating to black men to have two successful, financially independent women like these?
One of the biggest, again, misconceptions that women pass amongst themselves is that a man can't handle being in a relationship with a woman that earns more than he does. Because you have to understand the way men think that situation is temporary anyway. So a man can handle it, but women believe that he can't. So therefore they start to erect different types of obstacles to the types of communication. So they start to even manipulate their own behavior, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So that's part of that misinformation we're talking about. Another part of the misinformation, just to be fair, on men is something that Steve is talking about. The misinformation piece that we have, that a lot of brothers will say, oftentimes, I'm going to get into that relationship as soon as I get here or get there. What a lot of brothers don't realize is what Steve said, is that if you just look at the data, statistically speaking, you have a better chance of getting there in partnership with someone than on your own.
With a lot of my single girlfriends and women that I know that I talk to, it's not like all of us are trying to date ballers. So many of us have dated guys that we see potential in. Anybody out there dating guys that are there? And what happens, not in all cases, in a lot of cases, the reason why we end up single is because the man cheats. Or he does something. It's like, no, hear me out, Jimmy. Just hear me out. What I'm saying is we come to the table. We say, you know what? But he seems like a good brother. He may not have this that's on my list, but you know what? Together, you know what? We can make it work. And then our hearts are broken. And then and it's not every woman, but I'm just saying a lot of times we do that. We do say, you know what? I may want this, but you know what? This is a good man. He seems like a good brother. Let me try this.
We've recognized so much potential, and we sat there and to our girlfriends and our family and said, why are you with him? Because y'all don't know what I know. You don't see what I see in this man, and I'm gonna stick in here. And then we do that, and we do that, and we do that, and then it comes this upgrading thing where sometimes we feel like that we're not adored like other women in other races are adored. That we have sat there and we have worked a couple jobs and we've said, get out there and do your thing. And then we watch as you leave and go to another woman. And that hurts.
Do black men have a problem with commitment and have a problem with cheating?
I don't know.
I'll answer.
I'll take it.
Anybody had that problem?
I'll take it.
Anybody been cheated on out there?
Because we're tired. Because we have been in there with you with the potential. God knows we have been in there, and sometimes it gets to a point where we get tired. We're trying.
Listen to this, Sherri, and I completely hear that and understand it. But when you talk about that, it's and I know you're not saying this, but brothers are tired too. You see?
Okay.
You have to understand.
All right.
Tired of what?
Of what exactly?
Tell me what you're tired of. Tell me what you're tired of. I want to know. I am listening.
Steve is just leaving me out there.
Okay.
No,
I'm listening.
Pass me the ball, Steve. No, listen. Number one, we come out in over the last 40 or 50 years, and you look at the jobs. You go transfer out of the industrial age into more of a office-based working environment, right? Brothers found it more difficult to find those office jobs. The individuals that were hiring, the men that didn't look like us that were hiring, were more comfortable hiring black women for those jobs. So what starts happening is that sisters start earning because brothers are having trouble finding jobs. The industrial type jobs are going away. And all of a sudden, sisters are earning, more sisters are getting opportunities within these corporations, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And you have brothers that are finding it more difficult because there are men that are threatened by brothers that are running things.
Right.
So,
I agree. Absolutely.
When I say brothers are tired in a certain way, I'm not saying they're tired of black women. I'm saying they're tired of dealing with the things that you deal with as a black man attempting to get your piece of the pie. So what happens is, what do brothers want at the end of the day after dealing with that? They want to come home to a sister who has some, that lifts them up in a way. joy, effervescence, light, whatever.
Freak.
Free.
Be real.
So I'm not saying, and trust me, I'm not saying that means every sister should walk around, just twirling her hair, just, happy-go-lucky. But the point is, we have to be mature enough, put our baggage away. We both come to each other raw, naked, kind of hurt, but saying, together we're going to solve this problem. When I get invited to that event, you're going to come with me, period.
I don't think that, overwhelmingly that black women, successful black women especially, don't want to be there for their man in any way, and that we don't want to be happy and loving and nurturing when you come home from a hard day. We get it. We've dealt with so many things as young women as a whole that a lot of other races have committed suicide over as young people. The molestation, the growing up without a father, the being forced into growing up too fast around the house because mom's got to work 2 or 3 jobs. If you're brown skin, or if you're heavy, or if you're not as attractive as the girls in the magazine, feeling like you're not pretty enough. So when you talk about being happy when you come home, when you add to that a man may be cheating on you or not seeming appreciative of what you are trying to do, then it hurts.
But do you find that black women are too angry and too bitter? Is that what you're saying as men?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
I'm not saying that.
No?
What I'm saying.
You should say that.
What I'm saying.
My mom is
You
watching.
should say that.
Because I do
What I'm
believe I
saying,
read
what
that.
I'm saying in total, you can pick out as many different
No,
persons
we're
as you
just
want.
teasing, Jimmy.
What I'm saying in total is that I think we all just want partners. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And I, to be honest, I don't want a woman that's home waiting for me to get home from work, because that means she's not out earning. So hold on a second. Hold on. Because I want a partner. Now hold on.
It's just the
Hold
way
on,
you
Jackie,
say it,
let
Jimmy.
me finish. When she gets home from her job, I want to have dinner ready. I want to be pulling off her shoes, and I want to rub her feet.
But you can't take the cornrows out of her hair.